G'day guys, welcome to Television. I've supplied a video on frequency that I would love you to look at. It gives you the history of frequency and why it was pulled into 440 Hertz, because it takes us out of what it is to be autonomous. Because really our organs run on certain frequencies, and when they're all in an optimum range and we're connected to the heart frequency, the center of our energy system, which is actually 528, then we're actually seeing from the nature of the heart to spirit, soul to spirit, which is in once again the omnipresence of what was never born or ever created. To the human psychology, it's always outside its capacity to resonate fully in, because of course the human psyche is fragmented in time and space. And so the knowledge, omniscience, is in the world. This is where we live. And our connection to the omnipresence, as we've covered in the first video, is a connection to loving something greater than our own story, than our own egoic, personal, fragmented view. And of course, we need to apply our knowledge in the world. So what we're doing is we're in the world, and it's been bathed in a lot of 440 frequency. It's been bathed in a lot of misperception, which is already out of whack, which is already affecting us at an organ level, at a psych level. And as everything we're applying becomes what we're trusting is the way things naturally are. So we're addicted to what we know in the world from red to green, and its application becomes the habitual nature of the trick show, the blinkers that we put on that stop us seeing, once again, the time and space. This is not negative. This is a very powerful symbol. The 528 Hertz, 528 is actually adds up to a 6. The number 6 is powerful when we recognize the 7th, which is within. It's hidden from us on an inner dimension. And the inner dimension is what empowers the 6 aspects and gets us out of what we've talked about before, that 6-sided box that we've talked about, where everything we think and everything we know is basically ricocheting around. The quick draw McGraw, the quick draw, that is the ego identity, the me, it operates so much faster than the omnipresence that already is what we are. So the 432 frequency is what really satisfies us in the world, coming back to feeling connected to Earth, Mother Earth. But once again, what is born of matter returns to matter. What's born of the spirit returns to the spirit. So 528 connects us to the spirit, yet only connects us to that when we access something that I've supplied called the aware prayer. And the aware prayer simply drops out the parts of ourselves that we carry around. Of my own will I know nothing and can do nothing. What a relief. The red, the identity goes, oh really? That's true. I can't really change anything. The emotion, really? Yeah, no, it can't change anything. The intellect, really? It can't? No, it can't. The heart, you mean my goodness? You mean my love? Surely my love can make a difference? No, not really. It's all pulled into the narrative of what we know and what we've been practicing, which is the fragmented limitation of what we are limited by and can't help but unconsciously be hijacked by. So guys, when we tap into what already is, after that, we go, oh right, so it's already here. Wow. It does relate to the 528 Hertz. It's based in what's already been done. And in the Christ consciousness, the Christ consciousness relates to what has already been done in him. It already has the characteristics of overcoming. In a Buddhist way of looking things, the Buddha was talking about no man and man, where man lives. So he's letting people know this is what you are and this is what you're seeing, which is holding you in that suffering. And so the Muslim faith, Allah. I come across people all the time that think this is unity consciousness, right? And we're coming back to unity consciousness, and we don't need to forgive anybody or do any work because it already is. the classic mistake is that we have to do the work of actually truly forgiving the aspects of ourselves that couldn't help but play into the story of our mothers and fathers' energy, which they couldn't help because they had to repeat the cards. It's like you're given half a deck of cards here you're playing with. You're not really shown the full deck from green to violet, so you cannot help but play the cards that fall us into traps of misperception, where we judge, where we blame, we misperceive. So in one way, people are right by saying we're coming back to unity consciousness. But how we actually really address it, by recognizing that we do have to do the work in actually overcoming the clever 20 million times faster aspects of ourselves in order to come back to the realization that that work is the characteristics of, once again, Christ terms, Christian terms, you have the attributes of overcoming because you have the original mind that sees. Buddhist terms, you are the nature of the clarity that sees, the dance of up and down, good and bad, the shadows of life. And the Muslim, of course, you know, when it comes to Allah, when it comes to Islam, peace, it's all about recognizing that Allah in their world rules the world. And so, once again, guys, we're not going to get caught up in religious dogma. We're touching on frequency. 432 is the beautiful frequency that's you should be tuning your guitars to. 528, it's a like cicadas actually. It resonates with nature more so, and so this is what can anchor us into a timeless dimension, and we can still enjoy the dimension of where we live in the physical world with our 432. So this shows the ability to see from outside. This shows the ability to be in the world. Two different frequencies. But once again, check the video I've supplied that gives you the history of frequencies, and you'll see why we're pulled into that 440 hertz and why that has kept us in that fragmented, conflicted, contradicted mind. So that'll do. Tully Vision signing out. See you next video.